أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء المرسلين محمد وأهل بيت الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين سيما الإمام المنتظر الحجة الثاني عشر وروحي وأرواح العالمين لتراب مقدم الفداء أما بعد فقد قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في كتابه المجيد والفرقان الحميد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربي زدني علما صدق الله العلي العظيم. Right. Now with book one, book two, so we will start with the points to remember and then inshallah we'll expand on these points to remember inshallah. So I will ask, who's there? I will ask Sister Parveen Zahra. Sister Parveen, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
So let's read the points to remember and go over the main themes of this lesson. And then inshallah, I will then expand upon these verbs and conjugations to prepare yourself for the next phase, inshallah. Bismillah.
This is a revision lesson. It contains only two new words, uhibbu and fihi fiha. Fihi means in it. Man fil bayti, who is in the house. Fihi abi wa ummi, there are my father and mother in it. Man fil ghurfati, the feminine of fihi is fiha. So man fil ghurfati, who is in the room. Fiha akhi, there is my brother in it. Uhibbu means I love or I like. For example, Uhibbu abi wa ummi wa akhi wa ukhti. I love my father, my mother, my brother, and my sister. A takes, that is mansubun. The object of a verb is in accusative case, mansubun, that is takes a ending. But it does not appear in a noun which has a possessive pronoun of the first person singular attached to it. Here are some examples of the object without the possessive pronoun of the first person.
Okay. Now I want you to now go through these three examples. Explain to the class what you understand by this.
What is uhibbullah?
Yes.
Okay. It has a ending, like uhibbullah. The ha is like a ending, so it says
it ends with a fatha. It ends with a fatha.
Okay, so it ends with the fatha. It means it is a possessive pronoun for the first person.
No. So possessive. So when they say possessive pronoun for the first person, that means baiti. So first of all, let's read this together. The object of a verb. So there's an object for a verb. So for example, you have a verb, you have a doer, and an object. Uhibbu is the verb. And who is doing the uhibbu? Who is doing the action of loving?
I.
Exactly.
Person, yeah, first person.
So he's the subject or the doer, and Allah is the object. So it says the object of a verb is in the accusative case. In Arabic, we call it mansub. It takes the ending, but it does not appear. So then it says this is a clause or an exception, but it does not appear in a noun. So we're talking about a noun. It doesn't. What doesn't appear? The mansub ending, the fatha ending, which has possessive pronoun of the first person. So it's a possessive pronoun for which person? The first person. The first person is ya ending. So for example, if it's a noun with, for example, I like, if you want to say I like my house, the word is baiti. So uhibbu.
Okay, I got it. Okay, so there's no subject in it, and the subject.
No, it doesn't have a subject. It has a doer, but the object doesn't take a fatha tanween because of the ya. When you say uhibbu baiti, uhibbu baiti, the ruling is that whenever there's a ya of possession, that the last letter of the noun gets a kasra. So uhibbu baiti. Originally the word was baytun, but when you add the word ya, which is possessive, becomes baiti. And as you can see here in uhibbullah, Allah is getting what? A fatha. Yes?
Okay.
So the fatha of the fatha which Allah is receiving is because it's the object for the verb uhibbu. So that is, so when a noun comes by itself and it's the object, it takes a fatha. But if the noun which comes after the verb and is going to be the object for the verb, if it is mudaf to the ya mutaqallim, so the ya for, like for possession, my house, my pen, my book, then the fatha tanween or the fatha is not visible, it's hidden.
So it can be like Ohibbu Baita also, that I love my house.
I love uhibba baita means I love a house. So you remember, do you remember again, when you say the word bayt, if you say baytun, what is the translation of baytun? What does the word baytun mean by itself? What's the, let me explain. What's the difference between al-baytu and baytun?
A,
Al-baytu,
ho-
The
a
house
house
and
and the
house.
house.
excellent. So al-baytu means the house and baytun means a house. So baytun is in English, it's called, in Arabic, it's called nakira. Noon, kaf, ra, ta marbuta, which means indefinite. Meaning that could be any house. It could be a mansion, it could be a small house, it could be a beautiful house. But when you say the house, it becomes definite because the alif lam is referring to a particular house. Now, similarly is the case when a pronoun comes with a noun. So when you say his house, my house, it's also treated as a proper noun because you are giving one a object possession. So when it becomes a possession of someone, it is a proper noun, or it's treated as a proper noun. Is that clear?
Yes.
So when you say his house, our house, and remember in book one we spoke about mudaf, mudaf ilay. Whenever a noun is mudaf and mudaf ilay, the first noun will neither take two things. What were the two things that the mudaf will never take? One was the matanween, because you cannot say a house, my house, a house, my house. You could either say my house or either you could say a house.
If it was Ummun, then it would be just Ummun. But because we put my mother, when we put the ya, it becomes a kasra. Is that it?
Excellent, excellent,
Okay.
correct.
Thank you.
So if you, how would you say, Sister Nazhat, I love my mother?
Uhibbu ummi.
Exactly. And how would you say, Sister Munira? How would you say, I love my grandfather?
I love my grandfather. Ana
Yep,
uhibbu
yep,
jaddi.
correct. Sister Parveen Naqvi, how would you say, I love my grandmother?
Ana Ohibbu
أحب
Ummi.
أحب جد
Jaddati.
جدتي
Yeah, Jaddati. Jaddun is grandfather and Jaddati is my grandmother. Excellent.
جدتي.
Okay, is this clear now, everyone? That's what it means
Yes.
by the possessive pronoun. So over here now, uhibbullaha, it's a noun with alif lam, and it's an object, it gets a fatha. The second noun, uhibbu, Sister Parveen Zahra, can you do the next example? Uhibbu rasul,
I love the messenger.
correct? So
Ohibbu Rasulullah.
where is the doer and where is the object?
So Rasula is the object, and the fatha on the lam is that for the doer.
Correct?
And, and Uhibbu is the verb.
Except,
So Uhibbu Rasulallahi. I love the messenger of Allah.
now why is it uhibbu rasulallahi? Why can it not be uhibbu rasulallaha? Why is it rasulallahi, not rasulallaha? Why?
Because it's going back to Rasul.
Is it idafa? Sorry.
Explain, Sister Nazhat.
Because
Oh
of
dear.
Alif Lam.
uh, it's because I love the messenger of Allah.
Excellent.
It's off. The off is the idafa.
Correct. So because the word Allah, it is mudaf ilay to Rasul. It's not sifa mawsuf. If it was an adjective, then it will follow the same harakat as Rasul. Sister Parveen, Not clear because it's the Rasulullah is the messenger of Allah. It's mudaf, mudaf ilay. The mudaf ilay always gets a kasra. The mudaf itself, the word, sometimes we say Rasulullah, sometimes we say Rasulallah, and sometimes we say Rasulillah. So over here, always, whenever mudaf and mudaf ilay comes as an object for a verb, only the harakat of the mudaf, which is the word Rasul, will change because of being the object for the verb. Is that clear, Sister Parveen Zahra?
Yes.
Yes?
Mhm.
Now, explain to me the next one. أحب اللغة العربية.
لغة العربية. I love Arabic language. So is it صفة موصوف?
Ask your friends in the class. See what they say.
Yes.
Sister Parveen, guys, correct. Why is it Sifa Mawsuf?
Lugati is like a very general, it's like language, and Arabiya is like definite, like with Arabic language in particular.
Correct. So the word al-lugha has alif lam. The language, what language is this? The
Al-Arabiya.
Arabic language. So now I'll give you the choice to choose on any student to ask them to come forward and tell me in what, because remember Sifa and Mawsuf, they follow each other in certain things. There are 10 things in total. Now, what are those things that the word al-Arabiya is following al-Lugha? You can choose any student.
Gulshan.
The Suguljan.
Yes, assalamu alaikum.
Alaykum salam wa rahmatullah. So al-lughat al-Arabiya, the word al-Arabiya is an adjective for the language. So always the sifa mawsuf follow each other. Now explain to me in which 10 things does the word al-Arabiyata follows al-lughata?
Because it's Arabic. Al-Arabiyata is definite. That means it's talking about Arabic language.
Excellent. So both nouns, because the sifa mawsuf follow each other, so both nouns are having the definite article, alif lam.
Yes.
Number one. Number two, what's the next thing? Which gender are they?
That next thing is the language. Uhibbul.
No.
It's
You said alif lam, the definite article, that's correct. Now, are the words feminine or masculine for them?
it's feminine. Feminine. That's why it's ta.
Ta marbuta. Both of them are ending in ta marbuta.
Ta marbuta.
What about the harakat?
Harakat.
Both are ending in fatah.
Exactly.
Both are ending in fatah. Yes, sir. Yes,
Both
sir.
are ending with fatah. That's number three. Number four. What are they singular, dual, or plural?
They both are singular. I think so.
Yes.
Singular. They both are singular.
Yeah, both are singular. Al-lughatun is singular, lughatun is plural. So al-lughatu is singular, arabiyatu is not plural, singular.
Yes.
It's singular.
It's singular.
Whatever
Maulana, I am having some difficulty in reading, and your voice is not clear to me. So I'm logging out and coming back.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
So the word al-lughat al-arabiyata, both of these words are, so the sign of it being singular is a ta marbuta. So normally a ta marbuta, when it's added to a word, it's normally for the singular. So when there's a flat ta, that is for normally a plural itself. Okay.
Maulana, you say there are 10, but I find there's al, the fatah, the feminine, both nouns follow each other. What are the other ones?
So there are 10 in total, but all of the 10 don't apply together because there's subcategories. Okay. So alif lam and without alif lam, this is one category, being definite or indefinite. Then the third three category is being raf, nasb or jar, dhamma, fatha or kasra. Then the next three was singular, dual, or plural. So
Okay.
you cannot have a word which is singular and dual and plural. You will have one of these categories. And number 9 and 10 is gender, whether it's masculine or feminine.
Feminine. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the reason why
Okay.
there's 4 things that these both nouns are following each other, which was, first of all, they are both with alif lam. Both of them are feminine.
Yeah.
Both of them are
With
alif lam,
fatha.
feminine. They're ending it with a fatha,
Fatha.
and also they're singular.
Singular. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's the 4 things.
Thank
Right. Brilliant. Okay, now the next part, I will ask Yusuf. I can't remember, Brother Yusuf.
Number 4.
Who is Yusuf?
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum. Let's start. Is this okay for you? I don't know if you. Is this
Sure.
is this a bit too easy or too tough?
I'll give it a try.
Go ahead.
Atuhibbullaha. Do you love Allah?
Yep.
So Allah is the object over here, and Allah has got fatah.
Correct.
And what else have we got to do?
Oh, in atuhibbu, who is the actual person here? Who is doing the action of loving? Is it I, you, or we?
You.
Exactly, you, anta. Correct.
Yeah.
Next
Yes.
one. Atuhibbu.
Atuhibbul lughatu.
Taka.
Lughatak.
Correct.
Do you love your language?
Correct.
So again, here, lughata is basically the object. Ka is the pronoun, zamir attached to it.
Ka is the pronoun. Ta is lugha. Taka, your language. Lugha is mudaf. Ka is mudaf ilay. Mudaf ilay is coming as the object for tuhibbu. Correct.
And same, atuhabbu is same as above.
Correct. Next one. Man.
Man tuhibbu.
Mhm.
Whom do you love?
And the last one. Mother.
Maza tuhibbu. What do you love?
Correct. Now this verb tuhibbu, what is the past tense for this verb? What's the past tense of tuhibbu? I did this before. That's the reason why I'm doing the revision.
Should be hub.
Sorry?
Hub.
No, it's not hub. Okay, I think today's lesson is going to be on this then today. Half of this. Okay, give me 2 seconds. Let me bring you onto the screen. No, it's ahabba.
Ahabba. Ahabba yuhibbu.
Correct. So first of all, ahabba, how many letter verb is this?
3, 4 letters.
How is it 4 letter verb?
One without sign and one with fatah.
Shadda.
Ba.
Shadda, correct.
Shadda.
Shadda.
It's with one with shadda, one with sign and one without sign.
Yeah, it's shadda.
Ba is shadda. Ba
So
is
there's
shadda.
2 bar. Yeah, there's 2 bar. There's 2 bars in this verb. So is it a 3 letter verb or a 4 letter verb?
4 letters.
4 letter verb. And on what pattern is this verb on? What pattern? As you know, in the Arabic language, the 3 letter verb has 6 patterns, and then we have the additional letters which are added. This is the first verb which has the additional letter, which is the alif. Habba, yahibbu, or habba yahibbu is the 2 letter verb. Habba. Now, what is the original pattern for this verb? Ahabba yuhibbu.
It's mazi.
What's the what? Okay, let me remind
Baba.
you. No.
No.
Here.
Ghaib for ghaib.
This is the
Oh,
pattern.
just right.
It's on the pattern of af'ala.
Oh.
It's on the pattern of af'ala.
Af'ala. Okay. Fa'ala. Af'ala.
So fa'ala
Baba Ifan.
Af'ala. Yes. Got it.
with a 3-letter verb. Let me just write this in the group and chat box. So original pattern is af'ala.
Af'ala. Yes.
Af'ala. Sister Zahra, what is the present tense? Af'ala.
Yuf'ilu.
Yuf'ilu.
Ahsanti. Af'ala yuf'ilu. The ya in the present tense is dropped. In the present tense, the alif is dropped. Af'ala, and the af'ala yuf'ilu.
Yes.
Ahabba. If you haven't wrote this down before, I'm just going to write this. I'm just writing this so that you have this. Ahabba
Yuhibbu.
yuhibbu. So, I think it was Brother Yusuf. Can you conjugate for me, Brother Yusuf?
Yeah.
Akrama.
The 14C of Akrama.
Yes, please.
Mazi.
Yes, let me just make it a full screen.
Okay. Akrama, akrama, akramu, akramat, akramata, akramna, akramta, akramtama, akramtum, akramte, akramtama, akramtunna, akramto, akramna.
Okay. Now, I want you to conjugate now ahabba on the pattern of akrama. So in ahabba, what happens? Because it's ahbaba, there's shadda. So in this one here, in akrama, the af'ala, the kaf has a sukoon. But because in ahabba, there's a shadda, the harakat has been changed slightly. So it becomes ahabba. Okay?
Okay.
Now, I want you to conjugate for me the 14 forms of ahabba. Past tense.
Ahabba, ahabba, ahabbu, ahabbat, ahabbata, ahab. I can't do ahabna, ahabbabna.
No, I will help you. I will help you. That's a deliberate reason why I haven't shown you on the screen, because I wanted you to make the mistake so that I can teach you something. So what happens? Originally, ahabba, it was baba. Baba. Now let me put it on the screen for you, make it easier for you. Originally it was ba. You see this one here? Number 6?
Yes.
So it was ahabbata. Now, can you remember this one here became akramna? So the one to be for the last letter gets a sukoon, and the middle letter has a fatha. Always, whenever there is a shadda on the last letter of a verb, when you go to the 6th form, the actual the shadda is always removed. The shadda is removed. So it goes back to the original. Baba. Akrama. Baba. So the second ba gets a sukoon and becomes ahbabna.
Ahbabna.
Is that enough?
Yes.
Go ahead, Brother Yusuf.
Ahbabna, ahbabta, ahbabtama, ahbabtum. Ahbabte, ahbabtama, ahbabtunna, ahbabto, ahbabna.
Excellent. Can I request now, Sister Mukarrama?
Yes.
Can you do for me the word? The word is amad. Alif, mim, dal. Amadda yumiddu imdad. Amadda yumiddu imdad means to extend. Amadda, it's spelled. I'll write this in the group now, in the WhatsApp group, another WhatsApp group, in the chat box. Amadda. Can you do the past tense, please? Amadda.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
Amadda, amadda, amaddu, amaddat, amaddata, amdadna,
Excellent.
amdadta, amdadatuma, amdadtum, amdatti, amdadatuma, amdadatuna, amdadattu, amdadna.
Excellent. 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 Can I request Sister Parveen Naqawi to do the present tense?
Yes, Malana.
Do the verb yukrib. So let's do yukrimu first. So akrama, yukrimu is the actual original pattern on which ahabba yuhibbu is being conjugated on. So
Mazari.
yukrimu.
Okay. Yukrimu?
Yes.
Okay. Yukremu, yukremani, yukremuna, tukremu, tukremani, yukrimna, tukremu, tukremani, tukremuna, tukremina, tukremani, tukrimna, ukremu, nukremu.
Excellent.
And now you said yuhibbu?
Yes.
Yuhibbu, yuhibbani, yuhibbuna, tuhibbu, tuhibbani, tuhbibna.
Nope. Look on the screen.
Ibna.
Yuhbibna.
Yeah,
Always
sorry.
always in the
First one
plural,
was you.
always
Right.
in the plurals of the masculine or the feminine, 6 and the 12th form, the shadda is always removed. So it becomes
Yeah.
Yumna, Yuhbibna.
Yuhbibna, tuhibbu, tuhibbani, tuhibbuna, tuhibbina, tuhibbani, tuhbibna, uhibbu, nuhibbu.
Then, good. That was good. Mr. Nazhat,
J.
I want you to do okay, in the imperative of akrama yukrimu. What would be the imperative?
Sorry, I didn't quite
So
get. Do I have to?
So how do we make the imperative of akrama yukrimu? How do you say respect?
Akrim.
How do correct? Can you do 6 forms?
Akrima, akrimu, akrimi, akrimi, akrima, akrimna.
Excellent, excellent. Now explain to me, how did you make the imperative akrim? So I'll go through to get there. So we go to the present tense, second person, which is you are respecting, which is tuk remo.
Yeah.
So this is the actual only. This is the difference between. Okay, right. So apart from the ta, which is in the beginning of the present tense, which is the for the present tense. After the ta, how many letters are there? Kaf, ra, mim. How many letters? That's 3, correct. Now, this 3-letter verb and the other 3-letter verb, like kataba, yaktubu, nasara, yansuru, in all of those 3-letter verbs, the present tense letters, the ya or the ta, all came with a fatha. In this one here, because this is originally a 4-letter verb and the alif has been dropped, originally it should have been akrama, yuakremo, and tuakremo. The alif has been dropped, and you can say whenever you see a verb, a 3-letter verb, and it's present tense, and the middle letter, the ra has a kasra, and the middle letter, the first letter has a dhamma, you can 100% be assured that it is a 4-letter verb and the alif has been dropped. Is that clear?
Yes. Thank you.
Now, when we make the imperative, we drop the ta, make the last letter the meme with a dhamma with a sukoon. Now, what happens? The alif, which was in the past tense, in akrama, it reappears in the imperative.
Yes.
It reappears. So this alif is coming with a fatha.
Oh.
Is that clear?
Yeah.
And that's how you make the imperative akrim. And this alif here is hamzatul qat. Hamzatul qat means that alif which will be pronounced regardless wherever it comes. If it comes at the beginning of the sentence, middle of the sentence, end of the sentence. So of this four-letter verb, this alif is called hamzatul qat. Is that clear?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Now, what would be the imperative of akrama? So ahabba yuhibbu.
Okay. Habib.
Ahbib, that is correct. Or you can also say ahibba. You know the second one?
Habba.
Ahibba, just without the alif. If you remove the alif at the end, ahibba by itself. That ahbib is correct, and also ahibba. Ahibba, ahibba, ahibbu.
Abu. Okay. Then ahibbi. Ahibba. Ahbibna.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Is this clear for everyone now?
Yes.
Sister Parveen, Zahra, Sister Gulshan, Sister Mukarrama, Yusuf. Is this clear, everyone?
Yes, yes, Maulana.
Okay. Now, Sister Zainab Nadri has just joined. Sister, Assalamu alaikum, Sister Zainab.
Wa alaikum salam.
How are you?
I'm good, alhamdulillah. I was praying, just the time went by. I don't know.
No problem. When did you join? How long has
I
it been?
just joined right now.
Okay, that's fine. So what we're doing is just practicing the verb in lesson 1. The verb ahabba yuhibbu is mentioned. So we're doing the past tense and the present tense. Okay. So
Okay.
ahabba, alif ha ba. There's a shadda on the ba. So whenever a word has a shadda, it represents 2 letters. So
Right.
how many letters are in there in total in ahabba? Is it 3 or 4?
4.
Correct. So I want you to read all of the past tense of ahabba so that you know how to say I liked ahabba, and translate as well. Ahabba, he liked. Ahabba, they both liked. Translate as well, please.
Okay. Ahabba, huwa ahabba, he liked. Huma ahabba, they too like.
Mhm.
Hum ahabbu, they all liked.
Correct.
Hiya ahabbat, she liked.
Correct.
Huma ahabbata, they too like.
Correct.
Hunna ahabbabna, they
Unna
all like.
ahbabna. Ahbabna.
Yeah, ahbabna, they all like. These are females.
Correct.
Okay. Now here huma humna. Anta ahabbat.
No. So what you see from the 6th form onwards, because the shadda has been always the shadda is removed from the 6th verb onwards, and it becomes ahbab tumatum. Yeah.
Ahabbat
No.
ahabbabta.
No.
I like.
Correct.
Antuma ahabbabtuma,
Mhm.
they liked. Antum ahbabtum, they all like.
Excellent.
Anti ahabbabti, she liked. Antuma ahabbabtuma, they all liked. Antunna ahabbabtunna, they all liked. Ana,
You all liked. You all liked.
yeah, you all, yeah, these are all you. Ana ahbabtu, I like. Nahnu ahbabna, we all liked.
Excellent. And the present tense?
Yeah, where is the present tense?
This one here, yuhibbu. This one here, yuhibbu, yuhibban, yuhibbuna.
Oh, okay. Uhibbu.
Yuhibbu. Yuhibbu.
Where is it? Oh, yeah, okay. Yuhibbu. Yuhibbana.
Yuhibbani.
Okay, yuhibbani. Yuhibbuna. Tuhibbu. Tuhibbani. Bibna,
يحببنا.
yeah, tuhibbibna, tuhibbani, tuhibbuna, tuhibbibna,
No, تحبينا.
is it bina? Okay. Tuhibbina, tuhibbani, tuhibbani, क्या आगे?
تحبينا.
Tuhbibna,
تحببنا.
tuhbibna, ahibbu, nuhibbu,
أحب. أحب أن نحب.
ahibbu, ane nuhibbu, ha.
Okay, excellent. Now I'm going to ask questions to everyone now. I'm going to ask Brother Yusuf. Assalamu alaikum, Brother Yusuf.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
أين أنتم?
Aina.
Where are you?
Yes. في أي بلد أنت تسكن?
In which city do you live?
Correct. تجيبني.
Answer me.
Yes. In Arabic. أنا.
I
Where do you live?
live in Dubai.
Sorry?
I live in Dubai.
أنا أسكن
أنا أسكن
في دبي.
في مدينة دبي.
في مدينة دبي. ماذا تحب في دبي؟ ماذا تحب في دبي؟
What do you like in Dubai?
Yes. أنا.
I
Yep, I like the food. For example,
أنا أحب الطعام.
أنا أحب الطعام. Okay, أحسنت. لماذا تحب الطعام؟ ماذا تحب الطعام? Why do you like the food? How do you say because? لأنه.
لماذا؟
Yeah, how do you say because? لأنه. لأنه لذيذ. For example.
Because it's tasty.
Yes, because it's tasty. أحسنتم. هل أنت تحب الشاي الباكستاني؟ هل أنت تحب الشاي الباكستاني؟
Do you like tea, Pakistani
Pakistani tea?
tea? Yeah.
Yeah, say no, I don't like Pakistani tea. How do you say that?
لا أنا
لا أحب
لا أحب
أحب الشاي الباكستاني ولكن the word wa means and lakin means but ولكن I like قهوة.
ولكن أحب قهوة.
أحب القهوة. شكرا جزيلا. يا پروین نقوی.
Yes, Mulana, I'm zero in that. Conversation is little tough.
لا مو مشكل. ماذا تحبين؟ ماذا تحبين? What do you like? أنا أحب Arabic language.
اللغة العربية.
اللغة العربية.
اللغة العربية.
هل أنت تحب الطعام؟ هل أنت تحبين الطعام؟
It means, what do you like in food?
No, do you like food?
I'm very foodie person, but I don't know how to say it.
نعم أنا أحب الطعام.
نعم
أنا أحب الطعام.
أحب الطعام.
أحسنتي. هل أنت تذهبين إلى المطعم؟ Who can translate that for me? هل أنت تذهبين إلى المطعم? What does مطعم mean?
Restaurant.
Yes. Do you go to the restaurant?
نعم.
أنا
أنا
أذهب
أذهب الطعام
إلى المطعم.
إلى المطعم.
شكرا جزيلا. ما
Thank you.
اسمك؟ ما اسمك؟
اسمي پروین نقوی.
أحسنتي جزاك الله شكرا.
Thank you.
Sister نزهت السلام عليكم.
عليك السلام.
كيف صحتك؟
How is your health?
أنا
أنا
بخير.
بخير الحمد لله. أنا بخير الحمد لله.
هل أنت ذهبت إلى الماربل آرش يوم الأحد؟
لا I didn't go. لا
ما ذهبت. ما ذهبت.
ما
ذهبت.
لا ما ذهبت إلى المابلاج.
لماذا؟
there was وفاة.
لأنه
لأنه
no, you can say because لأن ذهبت إلى
مسجد.
إلى المسجد. لأن or you can say لأنني
لأن لي
yeah, because I لأنني ذهبت إلى المسجد.
ذهبت إلى المسجد.
أوكي شكرا. وهل أنت تحبين
وأنت
هل أنت تحبين what do you like what should I say to you
وأنت
الطعام هل أنت تحبين الطعام؟
نعم أنا أحب الطعام especially برياني.
خاصة
برياني.
برياني. من أي برياني؟ من أي نوع البرياني؟ برياني الباكستاني أو برياني الهندي؟
برياني باكستاني.
برياني الباكستاني. لماذا البرياني تحبين البرياني الباكستاني وأنت لا تحبين البرياني الهندي؟ لأنه البرياني الهندي فيه فلفل كثير.
أنا أحب البرياني باكستان لأن لذيذ.
Okay. هل أنت تحبين أن تذهبي? So this is slightly different now. If you want to say, do you like to go or to eat? So remember, this is something new I'm going to mention now. So whenever you want to say the verb, do you like? And if you want to say to eat or to go or to listen, now what you do, you bring after the verb the particle an, alif and noon. When alif and noon come together after a verb, it gives the meaning of to. Sister Munira, is that you listening?
Yes.
So if you want to say, do you like to participate? And do you like to participate, or do you like to go to the restaurant? So what you will do, the same pronoun which is used in the previous verb, like for example, if you're going to say هل أنت تحبين, which you're talking to one female, you will use the same verb for the form for the verb which will come after an. So you'll see هل أنت تحبين أن تذهبي. The only thing you need to remember, the noon will be dropped into hib. You can see تحبين. This noon is dropped when an comes. When an comes, the noon will be dropped. So you say هل أنت تحبين أن تذهبي إلى المطعم؟ هل أنت تحبين أن تذهبي? Not تذهبين, but تذهبي. The noon is dropped. Whenever an comes, the noon is always dropped. How would you answer that question, Sister Munira? نعم.
هل أنت تذهبين إلى
هل أنت تحبين أن تذهبي إلى المطعم؟ You say نعم أنا.
نعم أنا تذهبين.
No. أنا أحب.
Now أنا أحب أن تذهبين.
أنا أذهب. So you, because now you're speaking about yourself. Yes, I like to go. If you want to say to go, نعم أنا أحب أن أذهب إلى المطعم.
نعم أنا أذهب.
أحب.
أنا
نعم أنا أحب.
نعم أنا أحب
أن
أذهب إلى الطعام.
إلى المطعم.
إلى
المطعم. ممن. So yes, sister Nazhat. ممن يحب أن تذهبي إلى المطعم. ممن. So ممن means with who? أنا أحب.
I went. أنا أحب مع أختي.
مع أختي. أحسنتي. ما اسم أختك؟
اسمها زيتون.
Okay, that's Iranian on Crickle word. Correct?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Crickle word. Zaytun is owned by the Afghanis. Okay. أنا أعرفها. Okay. أحسنتي. Now, Sister Munira, can you ask a question to Sister Gulshan?
Very well.
هل تحب أن تذهب إلى المطعم؟
I can't give the answer.
Naam, yes, yes.
Okay, Naam.
I like Uhibbu.
Naam Uhibbu.
Yes.
أنا أحب أن
أذهب. Sister Gulshan, Naam, أنا أحب.
Naam, أنا أحب
أن أذهب.
أن أذهب
إلى المطعم.
إلى المذهب. Okay.
Actually, it was a little tricky. Like when I said tuhibbu and tazhabu, just change uhibbu and adhabu in your answer.
Yeah. The answer, if you're asking,
need some practice.
Yeah. Just okay, that's fine. Sister Parveen Zahra. هل أنت تحبين أن تذهبي إلى المسجد؟
نعم أنا أحب إلى المسجد.
أنا أحب أن أذهب. So you add an, alif and nun, and then add the verb I am. أنا أذهب إلى
المسجد.
مع من تحبين أن تذهبي. With who do you like to go? I say English and I help you.
أنا أحب أمي.
أنا أحب أن أذهب مع أمي.
Oh, with my mom.
أحسنتي.
Yes, now I got it.
Got it. Who is going to be next? Is going to be Zainab.
Oh, please excuse me.
No. I cannot excuse you in the class.
I'm totally lost here.
You're not going to be lost. You're going to do it with me now. Assalamu alaikum. كيف صحتكم زينب?
Yeah. I just don't know. Okay.
Okay, ما اسمك؟
اسمي زينب.
من أين أنت؟
من أين أنت? أنت means
you. Where are you from?
Where are you from here?
من أين
أنا. So you say
أنا أنت.
No, not أنا أنت.
أنا من
I am from.
أنا من الباكستان.
أنا من الباكستان. ما اسمك؟
ما اسمي زينب.
هل أنت ذهبت إلى الباكستان؟ هل أنت ذهبت إلى الباكستان؟
هل means هل أنت.
Did you go?
Did you go to Pakistan?
Yeah,
Nam. I didn't go. No.
okay. No, so you say ما ذهبت إلى الباكستان. ما ذهبت
Ma zahabto Pakistan.
إلى الباكستان. Okay. هل أنت, now I'm going to ask you the question. I'm going to use the verb أحب now.
Wait. What is hal means? Hal.
Hal means is a question mark. It comes in with did. Or do you? Did or do you?
Okay. Hal.
هل
Okay.
أنت هل أنت تحب الشاي؟ هل أنت تحب هل أنت تحبين الشاي؟
Hal means what did you say?
Do you like?
Do you?
Okay. Hal anti.
تحبين الشاي?
Do you like?
Yeah, the question is, do you like, what is that? Chai?
Tea.
Oh, chai. Okay.
Yeah. Naam.
Naam.
Use the verb I am liking. How do you say I am liking? I'll put the cursor next to it. Naam.
I like naam. Anti chai.
No. Uhibbu. Naam ana uhibbu.
Okay, wait here. Naam uhibbu
الشاي.
chai.
الشاي. Okay. هل أنت تحبين الرز؟
هل أنت تحبين
الرز? Rose is rice.
Rice?
Yes.
Okay.
نعم. Say yes. نعم.
نعم.
أنا أحب.
نعم أنا أحب
rice. الرز. Yes. هل man means with who? من أنت تحبين أن تذهبي إلى المسجد؟
ما أنت تحبون
من تحبين أن تذهبي إلى المسجد? Who would you like to go with to the mosque?
ما أنت.
No, أنا. Say أنا.
Yeah, أنا. أنا أنت.
No, not أنت. أنت means you. أنا أحب.
أنت. Yeah, أنا
أنا
أحب
أنا أحب أن أذهب. So أنا أحب
أنا أحب
أن أذهب. To go. You have to say أن أذهب means I am going. I like to go with
with my sister.
مع أختي.
مع أختي.
أحسنتي. جزاك الله.
I'm getting it now a little bit, so I'm going to.
It was a very nice practice.
Yeah, it was definitely.
So what I'll do, I'll try to send you some sentences in Arabic with uhibbu in there so that you practice it as well, okay?
And the meaning of those rice and chai is okay.
Okay, I'll send that across to you today so that you can have more practice, use uhibbu and so forth as well, okay? So that at least you're able to use that in conversationals as well.
Yeah, right? Thank you so much.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وأجل فرجهم. So, does everyone have a copy? Does everyone have a copy of this PDF? Ahabba and Akrama.
No, I don't have.
Okay.
No, I don't have the Akrama.
Not this one. This one has Arada and everything.
Is it a book?
Okay. No, it's not the book. No, it's not the book. I'll send you this across. Now, can I do one more verb before we leave?
Yes.
Now, the other verb, which is quite very important, which comes in the Quran as well, is this one here. Now, ahabba yuhibbu means to like, okay? Now, the other one is do you want?
Do you want?
That, now, do you want? So, arada, ahsanti. So, arada is do you want? Now, for this verb, I'm going to ask Sister Mukarrama.
Yes, Sheikh.
Sister Mukarrama, have I done this verb with you before?
No, Sheikh.
That's good. So let's start. So this one, a root word, it's ra, wow, dal. So that is a root word. Ra, waw, dal. That is a root word. Now the alif has been added additional to make it into a 4-letter verb on the pattern of af'ala, yuf'ilu, if'al. Now it's arada, yuridu. So let's read arada. Bismillah. Arada.
Arada,
Hmm?
arada, aradu, aradat, aradata, aradna.
Excellent. So what happens?
Aradita.
Just 1 second. Now what happened here? Arada, aradata, aradna. So what happened here is that the dal was sakin, and there's an alif here again. So alif had a sakin as well. So alif is silent. So whenever, remember this point, whenever when there is 2 silent letters together, everyone listening, whenever there are 2 silent letters together, always the weak letter is dropped. Alif, waw, and ya are the weak letters. So that is removed, and it became, instead of aradna, it became aradna. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Remember this ruling.
Alif, waw, and
Alif,
Yeah.
waw, ya.
Yeah. Okay.
They are always dropped, especially in the 6th form of the verb.
Okay.
When they come in the middle letter of a verb. Is that clear, Nazat? Sister Nazat?
Yes.
Brilliant. Inshallah, I'll give you another example. You know what qala? Qala, he said. I'll give you an example. The verb conjugation of qala is qala, qalu, qalat. As you read in the Quran, qalat, she said. Qalat, qalata, and it becomes qulna. The alif is dropped and it becomes qulna. Qaf, lam, and noon with a fatah. Okay, continue, Sister Mukarrama.
Aradna, aradta, aradtuma, aradtum, aradti, aradtuma, aradtunna, aradtu, aradna.
How do you say I wanted?
I means Anna.
How do you say I wanted milk?
Ana uridu
I wanted.
laban.
No, aradtu.
Ana aradtu laban.
Al-laban, okay, correct. How do you say she wanted food?
Hiya aradat ta'am.
Ya aradat da'am, yes. Excellent. And the present tense is yuridu. Go ahead, sister. Can you do the present tense for me, please? Yuridu.
Yes. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yuridu, yuridani, yuriduna, turidu, turidani, yuridna, turidu, turidani, turiduna, turidina, turidani, turidna, uridu, nuridu.
Excellent. Sister, where is Sister Parveen Zahra? Sister Parveen Zahra, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
How do you say in Arabic? How do you say how do you say in Arabic, what do you want? If you're speaking to a male, if it's a male person, how would you say to Yusuf, what do you want?
So for the
Second person, masculine.
second person masculine.
Which is anta.
Antas ratta.
No, present tense. What do you want?
Maza.
Mada.
Maza turido.
Brother Yusuf, come on the mic, please.
Yes, please.
How would you say, Sister Praveen Zahra, what do you want?
Maza turido.
No. Brother Yusuf is the reply to you. Brother Yusuf?
Maza turidina.
Exactly, mashallah. Maza turidina. Sister Praveen Zahra, I want you to say, I want milk. Oh, sorry, I want water.
Urido ma'a.
Uridu al-ma'a. Uridu al-ma'a. Ahsanti. But, Brother Yusuf, Sister Parveen Zahra, ask her. So I want you to say, Brother Yusuf, to Parveen Zahra, I want a room in the hotel. I want a room. أنا أريد الغرفة. The word room
غرفة.
الغرفة also in the hotel.
الفندق.
في الفندق.
أنا أريد الغرفة.
No, object
الفندق.
الغرفة.
الغرفة الفندق.
في الفندق.
فندق.
أحسنتي. How are you finding that?
Not easy.
Very good.
Yeah, but very interesting.
Very interesting. Yeah, I would say it's very practical.
This practice will make us grow faster.
How fast?
3-4 years. At least we are
Very
learning.
practical for visiting Iraq.
If you want me to do this more, I can add it in the groups and the lessons as well. So you practical Arabic as well, inshallah. Okay. I'll add it. Okay. Now, I want you to say, Brother Yusuf, Sister. First of all, Sister Parveen Zahra, how many days do you need the room? How many days do you need the room? So the word how many is come. So you say come yawman. Come yawman. You need the rooms, or you need the room. Come yawman.
Al-Ghurfa.
Come. So you say come yawman turidu al-ghurfata. Yeah. So come yawm turidu al-ghurfata. Brother Yusuf, how many days do you want the room?
5 يوم.
So,
الغرفة يوم الخميس. 5 يوم.
You see in Arabic, أريد خمسة أريد الغرفة 5 أيام.
أيام?
Yes, always numbers. If you want to say I need it for 5 days, you will say 5 أيام.
يوم أيام.
Yeah, يوم is 1 day, أيام is plural. 5 أيام. Inshallah, we did this yes, we did numbers in this book as well. In book 2, did we? Yes, we did. In lesson number 9 and 10. In this, I'll remind you again. I'll remind you again when we do the numbers again, how you do numbers, okay? Okay, that's enough today.
Sheikh,
Muharram and Safar, we have become blank. We have forgotten so many things.
No, that's fine. It's not an issue because forgetting and reminding again is normally a healthy thing to happen. So when you forget and revise again and learn again, it makes it more solid. So that's not an issue at all. So I want you to practice, and can everyone write for me arada as the past tense and yuridu the present tense, and also when you record it and send me a recording. So arada, he desired, he wanted. Arada, they both wanted. Aradu, they all wanted. Please write it out and send me a voice recording of arada and also ahabba and akrama, 3 verbs. Okay, akrama, ahabba and arada. Please write them out and voice recording, send that across to me so that I can help you so that we can reach our goal as soon as possible, inshallah. Okay.
So, Sheikh, I wanted to ask a question. Can I?
Yes.
So this from the 6th form, we make this imperative.
6th form?
The 6th of the present form, right?
Yeah, from the 7th form.
From the 7th.
Yeah, mukhatab. For the second person, anta, antum, antum, anti, antum, antuna. Yes.
Yeah. So we remove the first one, present tense, atain, alif, ta, ye, nun, right?
Yep.
Yes.
And then we put alif if it's got a sukun at the beginning. So
no, yeah, that's only with regards to the 3-letter verbs. So if the letter after the ta has a sukun, then you will bring a hamzatul wasl, and the hamzatul wasl harakat depends upon the middle letter. If it comes with a dhamma, the hamzatul wasl takes a dhamma. If it's with a fatha or a kasra, the hamzatul wasl takes a kasra.
Okay.
okay. So here the third letter is Zama, Alif, Turidu.
Yep.
Dal, Zama. When we say Uridu or we say Uridu, right?
Correct,
In this
correct.
Urid.
Correct.
The imperative is Urid.
No, arid. Because
Arid.
this is a four-letter verb on the same as akrama, yukrimu. The alif in the present tense was dropped and it reappears in the imperative. That's the reason why the amr is arid.
Okay.
It's the same as this one here. Akrama, yukrimu, tukrimu, akrim.
Okay.
It's a four-letter
Although
verb.
the third letter has got a kasra, but then it becomes goes with alif akram.
Arid. Yeah, arid. So it becomes the ra, the ya here. So what happens here? The ya again is dropped here. So because when you put the dal with a sukoon, the ya is a sukoon as well. When there's two sakins together, the ya is dropped. That's the reason why it's arid. Not arid, it's arid.
Okay.
And then the ra, ya comes back in. Arid, arida, aridu, aridi, arida, aridna.
Okay, thank you.
Is that clear now for everyone?
Yes.
Sheikh, what was the original verb? Rawada?
Rawada, yes. That's a good word. Right, okay, this is enough for everyone, okay?
Sorry, is arada intention or sorry?
No, arada means what it wanted.
Wanted, okay.
Yeah.
So it's nothing to do with intention.
No.
Okay. And do you want us to write this down or?
If you could write the past and present tense down.
Okay.
Yeah, that will make it better.
What does talaba means?
Talaba means to request.
Okay. Talaba.
Yes.
Sheikh, Khuda Hafiz.
Khuda Hafiz, inshallah. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajam. So, Tamas dua, inshallah, I'll send this PDF across to yourselves now.